When pride meets prophecy, honestly even the heavens mourn. This is a story of an eyewitness, Ikena the palace god before his death. I still remember that day, the day the sky turned red. The day the world smelled of iron and tears. People say time heals everything. But not that day, not what I saw. I was just a palace god then. My name is Ikena. I served the royal family of Nkaru kingdom, the proudest kingdom in all the lands. We had gold, we had warriors, and we had peace, until the princes started to fight. Prince Dami, the first son, was calm like the river but proud like the eagle. Prince Oka, the younger, was fire, quick to anger, always wanting to prove himself. Their father, the great King Ezu, was dying. The throne was about to be empty, and the air in the palace felt thick, like everyone was breathing fear. The queen, their mother, warned them. I remember her voice shaking that night in the council hall. My sons, she said, the gods have spoken. If brothers draw blood from each other, the sky will bleed too. Her words sent chills through everyone. Even I, standing at the back, felt my knees weaken. But the princes only looked at each other, and I could see it, that pride burning in both their eyes. Weeks passed, the king died. The drums of mourning turned into drums of war. Prince Oka refused to bow to his brother. He said the gods wanted him to rule. Prince Dami said the same. Soon, two camps formed, half of the kingdom for Dami, half for Oka. And I, foolishly, was caught in between. The queen begged them again. She walked barefoot to the shrine, crying to the gods. But pride is a loud thing. It makes men deaf. The first arrow flew at dawn. I saw Prince Dami's soldiers storm the palace gates, their war cries echoing through the air. Oka's men met them halfway. The clash was loud, steel against steel, brother against brother. I fought too. I didn't want to, but orders were orders. By midday, the ground was covered with bodies. By afternoon, the sky turned dark. By evening, it began, the prophecy. The sky changed color, red, deep and thick like blood. The clouds dripped crimson. Some said it was dust from battle. Others said it was the gods. But I swear, I saw it fall, drops of red rain staining the king's palace roof. Then I saw it happen. Prince Dami and Prince Oka met in the courtyard, both covered in sweat and blood, both breathing hard. No one dared go near. Brother, Dami said, it doesn't have to end this way. But Oka only sparked, you stole my destiny. And then they charged. Their swords clashed once, twice, the third time. Dami's blade found Oka's chest. And in the same breath, Oka's dagger caught Dami's side. Both fell, both bled, both called out, Mother. The queen ran to them. She dropped to her knees and screamed so loud, even the birds stopped flying. The red rain fell harder. The sky wept blood. After that day, Nkaru kingdom was never the same. The palace burned. The queen disappeared into the forest, never to return. People say the gods punished us for our pride. But I think it wasn't just the gods. It was us, too proud to listen, too hungry for power, too blind to see what truly mattered. And so, the day the sky wept blood became the day Nkaru lost its soul. I was there, and I will never forget. The morning after the red rain, silence filled the land. No drums, no cries, no birds, just the smell of smoke and death. I walked through the palace courtyard, stepping over bodies I once shared food with. The air was thick, heavy, like it carried the weight of a curse. And there, in the middle of it all, lay the two princes. Their hands were almost touching. If only one of them had reached out a little more, maybe the story would have ended differently. The queen sat between them. Her hair was soaked. Her eyes were empty. She didn't cry anymore. Maybe she had no tears left. When I tried to speak, she looked up and whispered, "The gods were right, Ikena. Pride kills faster than any sword." Her voice broke me more than the sight of death around us. Later that day, we buried the princes under the Iroko tree, the oldest tree in the kingdom. The queen said they must rest together, no matter what happened. As we dug, lightning cracked across the red sky. The villagers watched from afar, afraid to come closer. Even the priests refused to chant. They said the gods were angry still. When we lowered the bodies, I heard the queen whisper again, "Let the earth judge them kindly." Then she stood up, looked toward the forest, and walked away. No one followed her. They say she went to live in the sacred caves of Omu Hills, where the voices of the ancestors echo. Some say she became a spirit. I don't know. All I know is, she never came back. Weeks passed. The throne room was empty. The kingdom had no king, no queen, only fear. The elders tried to pick a new ruler, but no one wanted the crown. It was said to be cursed now. Every time they placed it on someone's head, a storm would start. I stayed in the palace as a guard, but there was nothing left to guard. The walls were cracked, the flags torn, and the throne cold. Sometimes, at night, I would hear whispers in the courtyard. Voices that sounded like the two princes arguing again. But when I looked, the place would be empty, only red dust moving in the wind. One evening, I went to the Iroko tree. The sun was setting. The ground still had a faint red stain that no rain could wash away. I knelt down and spoke softly. "My princes, if you can hear me, forgive us. We should have stopped you. We should have listened to the queen." A breeze passed by, warm and gentle. For a moment, I thought I heard laughter, not cruel, but sad. Then, silence again. That's when I knew the kingdom would never rise the same way again. The day the sky wept blood didn't just take lives. It took our peace, our faith, our unity. Now, many years later, I'm an old man. Children ask me about that day, and I tell them this. When two brothers fight for pride, the land becomes their grave. Some laugh, some don't believe, but when the sky turns red at sunset, they stop laughing. Because deep down, they know, the gods never forget. And neither